All right, so we got a lot to talk about today. I wanted to talk about this one video that CJ So Cool dropped. I'm sure some of you guys have already seen this video. This is when Lexi and CJ So Cool went to that furniture store. In fact, we got another video. It might be already out by the time this video's out. Just depends on the order of which video goes live on the channel first. But anyway, so this is the video, like I said, where CJ and Lexi go to this furniture store to meet up with, I think, Houston and his wife. I think he owns the furniture store, and then she runs it or whatever, something like that. And he also owns that rental company, and he owns Houston's Hot Chicken. And then during this video, he's talking to CJ about the cookie business. And this is the other video that we got out, which might be out or it might not be out. Like I said, it depends on the order in which the videos go live on the channel. We got so much content coming out over the next couple days. So make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already done so. But it turns out that guy, I guess this is a CJ So Cool's homeboy, Houston Crosta. So he owns Houston's Hot Chicken. But it looks like Houston's Hot Chicken is being slapped with a lawsuit by a Hillstone Restaurant Group. And this lawsuit is for like trademark infringement. So from my understanding, I guess they're using a brand that's already in use by another company, which is kind of strange because this is the guy that approached CJ So Cool in the furniture store and said that he trademarked So Cool cookies, which I was like, what? How is this guy basically using, I guess, partially your brand? Because his name is CJ So Cool. I don't know if his brand is CJ So Cool or So Cool. I think it is So Cool Entertainment. So I'm like, how is this guy, your homeboy, taking your brand and then trademarking it? And it's not even like the trademark application. I don't want to spoil the video that we did, but like I said, it might be, I think this video might actually come out first since we got to actually react to PJ, because it looks like PJ and BSC TV apparently had like some kind of like, I don't want to say a fight, but it sounds like that. We're actually going to react to this video right now. This is PJ. He dropped this video 2 days ago. So more than likely, this video will actually go live first, and then you'll watch the one about So Cool cookies, which I thought was a little bit bizarre.
Scared of you, big dog. I come tap in with you, but they not ready for that smoke. All they like to do is talk noise. They ain't ready. Like, man, let's get down to it. I'm gonna talk some real stuff real quick. So you can't really talk to these people. You can't be reasonable. You can't be, rational about some stuff. You gotta give them the same energy that they give you. You know what I'm saying? So me being me, I'm like, man, I'm gonna just tap in with them because they always talk about my videos. They always talk about my interviews, side, or they ear hustling and, talking out the side of their neck. So I figure, hey, man.
So just to get you guys up to speed, because I kind of fast forwarded a little bit into the intro. So PJ is talking about BSC TV because they do, I think he goes live pretty much every evening, and royalties in there. So just wanted to, kind of bring you guys up to speed because we did fast forward a little bit into the intro. And I guess he joined one of these like lives, and apparently something went wrong. I guess they exchanged words, and it went a little bit more further than some people thought. But let's continue.
They can talk to me straight up. They don't have to go on live every night and talk about me. They can talk to me. So I pulled up to their platform. Shout out to the biggest cap of BSC TV. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. So I pulled up to his platform to, show my gratitude for the royalty rats and the royalty mics. You know what I'm saying? And royalty, Charlene. Shout out to Charlene. But so I went up there just to talk, or whatever. See what's going on. I gotta see what's going on. Why they hate me so much? So You know, y'all know what they do over there. They hate CJ. They react to his videos every night. They throw shots every night. So I give them the opportunity to throw shots at me straight up. You don't gotta do it behind the camera, as you can see.
Also, by the way, a lot of the comments you guys are going to see on the screen, these are comments from his video. Just to be fair, because, you know, some people think that I'm picking sides or whatever. So these are comments from his own video, but I'm giving you guys my reaction as we continue to watch this, or listen to it for this matter.
Um, the two people behind the camera, only person that's showing himself is the BSC TV. But shout out for him because he's showing he ain't scared of the funk. But you know, yeah. So it is what it is. So I get on there. You know, we finna go into it. We finna get into it. We finna react to everything that's going on. And I'ma just be honest. I'll be honest, man. I'm really disappointed in these people, man. I'm really disappointed. The way they talk, you would think they had more class about themselves. But they ain't got no class, man. I went on there respectfully. I did not show my ass until the end. But you know, I didn't come in there to disrespect them. I came in there to set some records straight. But you know, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I'm gonna break it down to y'all. Hey, man. Ain't no hoe in me, man. Ain't no hoe in me. So to just sit here and be talking to a grown man, be talking about you dick riding and stuff like that. Hey, partner, I don't get down like that. I don't get down like that. And like I said, I was telling them, y'all being real disrespectful. Y'all talking outside of your neck because, you know, if somebody was in your face, you wouldn't be saying that type of shit. And that's not a threat. That's just the truth. That's the truth of the matter. Man, you can say all you want to and pop all the cap you want to, but when I came onto your platform, I was being respectful. I showed you some love, and I was just like, hey, man.
All right, so I guess PJ's giving us some background. You know, everything he's saying so far sounds, you know, pretty legit. He says he went on their platform basically during one of their lives. Came respectful, and I guess according to him, this is according to PJ, and you guys heard it, you know, coming out of his own mouth, words out of his own mouth, that they were disrespectful while he was respectful to them. So that's so far. So it sounds like he's giving us some background, I guess, before he plays the excerpt from that live stream with BSC TV, because seems like things apparently took a turn for the worse.
You know, don't come at me like that. Don't, you know, it's not even about that. You know what I mean? I don't have to ride nobody's coattail. You know what I'm saying? I shout out my homie Lucky. Me and Lucky tapped in every day. You know what I'm saying? But in fact, you know what I'm saying? Me and Lucky was kicking it tonight. So the fact that you think that I would just be riding somebody's coattail like that just shows me the type of mentality that you have. And as far as the 32 game is, you know, I watched CJ on 32s. I've been watching him for some years now. And before I really got popping on YouTube, what it is was I started, I mean, real people know. I ain't gotta explain the shit. The people, the 32 gang who watch my channel know when I started getting on the 32 gang side. You know what I'm saying? It was some stuff going on. Your boy jumped in it and was handling some things. So it's a lot of 32 gang subscribers, and that's why I always shout them out. You know what I'm saying? I was doing the boxing matches and stuff, and you know what I'm saying? I got my shouts out. So shout out to CJ on 32s. You know what I'm saying? He put the boxing match together for Marty Marr and
Yeah, so I do remember the boxing matches. I mean, they were pretty good. You know, interesting. A change of content, not the usual. You know, because there's a lot of people doing reactions. Actually, not that many people are doing reactions. Like in our side of the YouTube community, Like, it's just me, Mike Ray, Everyday PJ, and I mean 1000 HP Media, but 1000 HP Media has obviously slowed down, or I think he has just stopped because it just didn't make, I guess, it didn't make sense, which I think, 1000 HP Media is definitely funny, and if he does choose to come back, he should just come back and maybe change the style to maybe like something that resembles what I'm doing or what PJ doing, because PJ now has like a hybrid model where he doesn't even do it the same way that 1000 HP Media used to do it. He's changing it up, because when you have like a set and all that, like 1000 HP Media had, the lighting and all that stuff takes a lot of time. So obviously it doesn't make sense financially or the time. So, I mean, I think everyone should change it up, to fit their time constraints or whatever, but just my 2 cents.
Lambo plug, and that was cracking. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the plug on that. You know what I'm saying? But all the rest of the content is being mine. So it is what it is. But I still shout them out because that's what built my channel up. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm D-riding. It's just like, man, you know what side of the bread is buttered. So you just got to go with it, right? So I went with it. But with you young, I wouldn't even call this dude young, man. He looks old as hell. He's old as hell. And he's talking about D-riding and stuff. Like, man, come on, man. Grow up. If you can have a conversation, but you got these young knuckleheads on your channel, and you got royalty, that knucklehead. Hey, man. I was gonna stop on royalty. I wasn't gonna be disrespectful, but the royalty mites and rats, they got you out of character, royalty. So we gotta go in on you. I ain't gonna go in on you on this video. I'm gonna leave you alone today. But I'm gonna just show y'all how I handle these fools. And I just be like, man, I'm on their platform, so they can do what they want to do. They kicked me off their platform because I did say some choice words to the
Now, keep in mind, everything he's saying so far, sounds okay, but the way he's labeling people, the royalty mites, the royalty rats, it is what it is, because that's just the way he's labeling them. He says the royalty rats are basically all the YouTubers, I guess me included, and then the royalty mites are all the people in the comment sections on these channels. So that's the way he's labeling these people, myself, possibly included, since I do drop reaction videos around the same content. So again, I mean, I don't care. I'm sure other people don't care either. But it seems like PJ's taking things personal when I guess they label him a certain way. But when he's labeling other people a certain way, it's all natural for him. He's saying that royalty rats, royalty mites. So, I mean, if everyone's going to be in their feelings, I guess we should all be in our feelings based on the way you want to label us. But it is what it is at this point. Let's continue.
Women on there. They keep saying, you know what I'm saying, they got disrespectful. They just got disrespectful. Y'all gonna check it out. So let's get into it. And I'm gonna just tell y'all, man, if y'all continuously follow these people like this every night, royalty following these people, watching these people, y'all see why I be talking the stuff that I do? Because, man, you got people like this on the internet and y'all think I'm bad. Y'all think I'm bad, but y'all listen to these people that spit conspiracy theories about a man getting shot and stuff like that. What kind of crazy mess is that? You know what I'm saying? That's, and then you can hear, I mean, I kind of still respect BSC but his little minions that he got on his channel, man, they no good for you, big dog. They no good for you, man. You could have your content by yourself. You can have your content by yourself, but you don't need nobody to ride for you. Like they not even riding for you. They riding for royalty. Shout out to Royalty though. She messy as hell though, man. She ain't about nothing.
And took him off child support.
Right, fucking for this island. Damn, PJ, what up, boy?
I pulled up.
What up, man? What's good, player? What's good, Cap team?
Hey, when you dropping that weak ass interview?
Man, what you had doing my interview, man?
All right, you see how you see he jumped out there, called my interview weak. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Hey, yeah, hey. I come in peace, so I let him throw that shot. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I ain't starting to, you know, just it's all good. At this point, it's all good. Like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you gotta come in humble and let people do what they do. It's his crowd, so you gotta play into it, man. Just do what you do, man.
No, I'm saying I ain't hating on the interview. I'm saying that shit was like a little weak, a little bit.
So when you gonna drop?
That's salty, man.
Salty.
I ain't gonna drop a new clip tomorrow, cause man, you know what I'm saying, y'all.
You know that interview.
I need to get y'all.
All right, so BSC TV said his interview was weak, but you got to remember what PJ started off with. He said Big Cap, you know, he called him Big Cap, and the other guy said, well, your interview was weak. Now the first couple parts, like the first part really had no substance. There was not a whole lot of meat on the bone, if you understand what I mean. But I get it because I know what PJ was doing. PJ was, I mean, the first video he dropped, I was like, hold on, why was there a cutoff? But then I got it, you know, he's gonna drop. He probably recorded, 40 minutes or whatever, and then he's gonna chop it up, so you can have part 1, part 2, so you can have content, so you can have content for the channel. So then I got it. I was like, oh, okay, well, it makes sense now why that first interview just didn't have enough meat on the bone. There was really not a whole lot they were talking about. And, the other thing is, I don't know if it was the first interview or the second interview, but CJ So Cool's mother had basically already put out the statement that she didn't she didn't have a conversation with Royalty. So everything from then on is going to be based on her observation or her opinion, her perspective on Royalty. You know what your son was going through. You understand what your son has told you, his input, but you never really had a conversation with Royalty. So therefore, it looks like one-sided. But let's see how this whole equation between BSC TV and PJ turned out.
I need to get y'all.
See, you see how they just keep, that interview weak, man. Why it gotta be weak, man? And first of all, it wasn't even an interview. Me and CJ So Cool's mom, shout out to Miss Brady, we just had a real tight conversation. Y'all make it seem like it's an interview, like I was sitting there just asking her a bunch of questions. If y'all don't know, we was actually just talking. It seemed like an interview because how I was chopping it up and how I was putting it. But, it is what it is. But, listen.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't an interview, like a formal interview. And you can easily figure that out from the first part. So by then you can easily reach the conclusion that, he was just having a conversation with her, just, seeing what she had to say, sharing her thoughts, her opinions. Obviously, she watches his content, so one could argue that CJ or PJ is definitely on CJ So Cool's side more so than Royalty. So obviously, what CJ's mom had to say was obviously going to line up with whatever PJ was already going to be thinking anyways. So this is what I mean. It was all already going to be one-sided. So you as a viewer or supporter should have easily reached that conclusion by then already, because she clearly stated, like I said, probably part 1 or part 2, that she never had a conversation with Royalty. So you're just, I guess, listening to what your son told you, his input, but it's not a fair, You weren't like being the person that is going to share a fair opinion, something that is mutual to both CJ and Royalty. It was mostly going to be one-sided based on your input with CJ, and one could easily argue because you are his mother, you're definitely going to be on the side of your son. Who wouldn't want to be on the side of their child? But anyways,
I'm not finna. It's all for content. If y'all don't understand that's where your mind is. You want me to put it out for you. Y'all don't want me to come up off of it. Y'all over there like, oh man, he need to just put it out so I can come up off of it. Nah, man. Y'all watching every day. Y'all watching every day. Even if you don't watch, your followers watch because they be in y'all there. So it is what it is.
Y'all break, man. Y'all going too
Nah,
hard.
you know that interview
No.
with ass.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. And if it ain't your cup of tea, you know what I'm saying?
It
How
was your
much you
cup
pay?
of
How
tea.
much you pay?
He did it with CJ's mama.
How much you pay? How much you had to pay? $3?
Come on, man.
A pack of cigarettes.
Shit, I don't know what motherfuckers do interviews.
Why y'all disrespecting your boy like that, man?
You see the disrespect? That's why I be saying, like, I let them throw their jabs. I ain't even come at them like that. I was like, man, all right, they getting their little jokes in, little jokey joke. You know, throw your little jokes, man. That's all y'all do over here is joke. Cause y'all, and when it really come down to it, y'all don't stand on nothing. Y'all stand, nigga. Royalty don't stand on.
all right, I think PJ is definitely taking that part too serious because, I mean, she was giggling, she was laughing, and I think PJ probably doesn't watch their channel all that much. He probably watches it, you know, occasionally, something like that, but that's how they are. So if you don't know their style, like, people can watch your channel and not know your style and then might take things the wrong way. And I think I was actually like that at first. I was like, why is this dude PJ, you know, talking about me the way like he talks about me? Then I figured out, you know, his style, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's PJ's style. So at the end of the day, I mean, he's even said this is all entertainment purposes, and they have said that it is all for entertainment purposes. So I don't know why PJ's taking it personal. I think maybe he just hasn't picked up on their style. But she's obviously giggling and laughing, so you can't be taking what she said serious from, she even said and then started giggling. And these are the people that are actually, I feel like he's putting the majority of the blame on BSC TV, but he wasn't the one that, all he said was the interview was weak. That's just his opinion. The interview was weak. Everybody can watch somebody else's video and then, you know, react to it with their own opinion. But it is what it is.
She on here joking all the time. She down bad right now. Down bad in real life. Y'all think this is a game, man. But when it all boiled down, when stuff start to hit the fan, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see, man. Y'all ain't got to take my word for it. All I'm telling you is that, you know, I come here and I'm coming to tell y'all what's real, but y'all ain't for that. When somebody really come at y'all and talk to y'all, pull up on y'all, because I told y'all in my last video, man, I'm not running from nothing. I ain't gotta have nobody. I don't got no minions. I don't got nobody on my side boosting me up about nothing. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, me and Lucky, we rocks together. But he ain't about to pull up on nothing because we got a whole nother thing going on that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. So when y'all think that I'll be just capping and throwing out names, oh no, it's bigger than life. But it just shows me where y'all head is and where y'all not going to, because why y'all look at these two up here on the screen. Look at these three people on the screen.
All right, so I don't know what PJ is doing, but PJ, like, you can tell, like, he's taking the situation way too serious. Like, you can obviously tell they're giggling, they're laughing, they're trying to have a good time. You know, he's got a crowd of like a couple hundred people there. PJ makes an appearance. I mean, what did you expect to happen? Let's put it that way. What did PJ expect to happen? See, PJ never actually talks about that part. What did he expect? Like, he expected them not to be giggling and laughing. That's their normal style of content. It's all about entertainment to them, and also giving their opinion. But obviously they are team royalty, you are team CJ, so there wasn't gonna be, it's not like you two are gonna reach some kind of mutual understanding. No, I mean, they're on the blue side, you're on the red side, or vice versa. I'm not here to try to say that they like blue and you like red, or who cares, but the point is, they're on the right, you're on the left. You might have reached a mutual understanding on some things, but doesn't look like it, and it looks like it wasn't even going to work out to be that way. So you went in on their territory, and I guess you got upset because they did what they do on their channel normally, and I guess that turned you, upset your feelings or something like that, my understanding.
This is their life. This is their life. Every day. Every day. They going live every night. Every night they going live. That's their life. That's their highlight of their life. Man, I got more coming.
No, I didn't know what you paid for. I was just asking you.
We just asking.
I was just
I
asking.
mean, y'all asking in a very you know what I'm saying?
How you want us to ask? You want us to be nice?
Yeah, be nice, man. I'm giving y'all content.
I can tell that PJ, he was probably not in a good mood when he went in on this during this live. You can tell, like, from his voice, that's not normally how PJ sounds. So he probably had a bad day that day. So I can only imagine things are probably escalating. He's probably, he's getting worked up. They're laughing. They're trying to have a good time, entertain their group of, their audience or whatever. And PJ is getting worked up. He probably had a bad day, and it wasn't the right day for him to be on this live, with a group of people that are trying to have fun, laugh, probably laugh at him. But I don't think it's all personal, like the way he's taking it. But that's just my 2 cents. Again, I don't know these people, like, I know them on YouTube, but I don't know them, like, outside of YouTube. But if you watch them long enough, you will be able to reach your own conclusion as to the kind of personalities they are on YouTube. And I don't think BSC TV, cares all that much about the situation once he's not on YouTube. Only when they're on YouTube, obviously, it's content, it's all entertainment. That's how some of us get paid. So again, just my 2 cents.
Hey, Peanut,
Bruh, if I'm not giving them content, why you want me to drop the whole interview? Why do you want me to drop the whole interview? So you can talk about it? Bro, that's giving y'all content. Y'all watch that stuff every day, man. Stop the cap, big cap. Stop the cap, man. Hey, man. You got you and your big bitches.
You can't
Come
do
on,
that.
man. It's all love, man. I ain't hating on
you
you.
ain't giving us shit. We doing fine without you.
It's the narcissism for me.
Okay, really, PJ.
Wait. It's the narcissism for me. Is y'all not being narcissists? Like, is this whole page about narcissism? Like, if you define the word narcissism, that's this entire live every night. Come on, man. Who am I dealing with? But that's why I'm saying, like, man, y'all messing with an educated gangster, man. Playing my cards right, but hey, I got my shots in.
Damn, so PJ now is a gangster. And you could tell, like, right, if you listen carefully, the last, couple seconds before he said he was gangster or whatever, he says, who am I dealing with? So he clearly doesn't watch these guys. He doesn't know what their channel's about. He might be offended because obviously they're going all in on CJ and he's team CJ. So what do you think is going to happen? That's just like common sense. I mean, he says he was a gangster, right? All right, if you were a gangster and you were on Team Red and there's a group of gangsters on the other side of town, then they're Team Blue, what do you think is going to happen when you guys enter one another's territory? Like, I thought you would know this is pretty much the same exact thing. Your Team CJ, their Team Royalty is clearly visible. Their Team Royalty, you're going on their side and you're offended. I mean, what do you expect to happen? You're on their territory and you're trying, I guess you're trying to make it so you can convince them, I guess, to be Team CJ, but it ain't gonna work. All right, so this is why they said the interview is weak, because that is their opinion. It's weak. And obviously she's Team CJ. His mom is Team CJ. She clearly said she never had a conversation with Royalty. So she never actually sat down with Royalty, the other partner. Everything she said was pretty much one-sided. It was all her observations. So seems pretty clear to me, folks. I mean, you let me know in the comment section if I'm saying something out of line, or if you guys see it differently.
Understand the heat, so y'all got your boy out the kitchen.
If I be lying, hold on, wait.
Yeah.
If I be lying, why y'all on here making conspiracies about the shooting and stuff? Like, I don't even be lying.
Wait, now, before he get to lying, I've already played a clip on one of my earlier videos about them making a conspiracy saying that he was beating on Lexi and the whole thing. That's lying. That's a whole conspiracy. Like, why would y'all do that? This man almost lost his life. And guess who's in the chat every night, bro?
Hold on, but see, the one that PJ's talking about, because I actually saw the video that PJ dropped where it wasn't BSC TV, it was actually a female on his channel. Like, he had her on live, like she's one of the people on the panel or whatever, if you guys want to call it a panel. And she was talking about, she thought it might have been Lexi and, they try to cover it up or whatever. But I don't recall BSC TV being the one that actually put it out there like that. But so you're saying when you bring on people, like when you brought in your family, I think your cousins or whatever, and they were all sitting on your bed and they shared their opinion, that somehow means that you share the same opinion as those folks that you bring on your live? Like, I don't know, what is PJ trying to say? Unless he's referring to something totally different than what I'm talking about.
Royalty. Come on, man. Y'all stop the cap, big cap. Stop the cap. Man, hey, who really got who's back, man? Royalty, you a dirtbag for this, man. I'm going back to it, big dog. You want your baby daddy dead? You out here every night on live with these clowns, man. Who was...
See, he just called her a dirtbag. He called them clowns. So you're labeling them as clowns and dirtbags. And you would know... See, this is what I mean when PJ says he was gangster. You would know how territories work. You know how all that stuff works, how gangs work, gang activity, gang mindset. It's all about sides. It's all about space, territory, positions. You understand all that stuff. It's just like war games. It's all mind games. But on top of that, you've been in relationships where they were not successful. This is why you had baby mamas. So you have some insight as to the legal system and how, obviously, again, picking sides. Things usually are in favor of the female more so than the male. So you understand all that. And now it seems like it's all vague to you, what CJ and Royalty is going through. Obviously, they just recently broke up. They were in a relationship for 10 years. You think it's going to be a smooth separation, especially when these are two huge YouTubers? Like, come on, man. And then you got the public opinion So it's not as simple as one would think. You know, PJ's trying to paint the picture. I feel like he's trying to make it relatable to his lifestyle, and it's not. These are two social media influencers with millions of subscribers and followers. There's people in their heads with all kinds of opinions, you know, so it's very complicated. But at the same time, I mean, some people are, you know, doing this for entertainment.
Making conspiracies about your baby father shooting, and then y'all, man, come on, man. You're gonna lie.
I am, but I just make jokes about stuff, but y'all be seriously lying.
It's on Peanut.
No good. No good. I mean, I'm on the case, so I know, like, when y'all was running around here saying, like, it was a hit, and I knew that shit was random.
He lying. That's a lie. Man, let's go back and look at his videos, man. Go back and look at his videos, and y'all gonna see all his lies about, man, I think it was fake. He was pranking everybody. Man, come on, man.
I didn't never say that. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
the whole thing is that's the first time I got on CJ So Cool.
Right, me too, when he got shot.
That.
Right.
So, you know, the whole thing is, I said some choice words about royalty, but that's just based on, you know, how I feel about mothers keeping their kids away. And I'm gonna tell y'all shit, I've been through that shit. Right. I've been through the court system with these kids. You know what I'm saying, with my kids. So I felt some type of way, but then, you know, it just went from there, snowballed. You know what I'm saying? And then
all right, so you see right there, I'm keeping it real. I'm letting them know, hey man, I really don't care, but it's the situation that happened, and I felt my own type of way, and I went in on it, and then.
Yeah, so I get it. I get what PJ's trying to say, or his position. You know, it seemed relatable. It seemed like heartfelt. You know what CJ's going through, because PJ can see. He can sort of see himself in CJ's shoes, but it's different because it's a different type of shoe. PJ is just an average guy, right? Average Joe. And I'm not saying that to like belittle him or degrade him, nothing like that. But he's everyday PJ. He's just a regular guy that, you know, just started doing YouTube, just like myself, just like many other people. CJ and Royalty are not, they're like sort of like celebrity YouTubers. You know, I mean, when you got 9 million subscribers, it is a different whole other position. It's a totally different position. And then you got channels, you know, you got more reaction channels, you got T channels. So everybody's got a different opinion. They're all playing in their heads. You know, it's too many things. It's not like an everyday couple versus like a celebrity Hollywood couple, if that kind of makes sense. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but everyday PJ is not, he's trying to use his everyday life to compare it to Royalty and CJ. It's not going to work, all right? Because you're going to have people that have followed these individuals, these influencers for years. We're talking about like 10 years or whatever, like 8 years, 7 years, however many years. I don't know how many years they've been together. I heard 10 years. I heard all kinds of numbers. But many subscribers, millions of subscribers, everybody's going to have their own opinion. Everybody's going to be, you know, critiquing all their videos, going through different like stories, different pranks they had in the past, you know, all kinds of shit. It's not as, you cannot compare that to an everyday PJ lifestyle, even though it might seem relatable when it comes from like the legal system, but it's way more complex than that.
As things progress, you see people, all the royalty mites. I didn't know these people existed. I swear to God, I didn't know y'all exist. I didn't know she had a following like that, man. I mean, 1.3 million subscribers. I didn't know she had a following like that. But y'all jumped on my case for jumping on her case. But if y'all be honest with yourself, if it's out of 1.3 million people, just imagine how many fatherless kids that's out there in between that 1.3 million people. I mean, be honest with yourselves. This is where you got to tap in. Let's say 90% of those people are black children. Okay? Walk down the street, look through your family, look through your school, look through all these people and see how many single parent homes is in there, and tell me if there's 1.3 million people around your circle, and tell me how many single parent homes it is. Tell me how many fatherless children it is. And then y'all be like, oh, it's not a problem.
See, this is what I mean, all right? PJ he might be speaking facts, but we're talking about entertainment. I thought you said what you're doing is entertainment. What they're doing is entertainment. They might not spit out the same facts. They might not, agree with things you say, but they're doing it for entertainment purposes. You're doing it for entertainment. This is exactly the same thing we just talked about when I was talking about CJ on 32s and CJ So Cool and that, that drama, that debacle that you saw on YouTube, right? Everybody was also picking sides. Some people were like Team CJ on 32s for being with royalty or supporting or, backing up royalty versus CJ So Cool, who came out and said, well, I'm unfollowing these guys. These are no longer my friends. But yeah, I mean, if we looked at it from the way that PJ's looking at this right now, we would easily know that this whole thing is fake. All right, there's no way you're going to convince me that CJ on 32s and CJ So Cool are no longer friends. They did this all for the platform, all for clout, just to make a quick bag of money. So, I don't know, I feel like PJ is, when he wants to be entertaining, he does it. He pulls that card out, and then when he wants to be serious, he just changes sides quickly. Like, he changes that personality from, being that funny guy to the serious guy. And now he's like pulling the serious guy card on this BSC TV channel. That's what I feel like he's doing. I mean, I could be mistaken, but it just seems like he's trying to spit facts. He's trying to critique everything they said, and they're laughing and giggling. So obviously trying to make fun of the situation. But I think PJ might be in his feelings. Like I said, I think PJ might have had a bad day that day. And it just seems like he's getting worked up. And I think it's probably in the next minute or so he's probably going to burst.
You think it's not a problem, but it's a serious problem, dog. It's a serious problem. And these niggas over here joking about it. You got royalty in the comments joking about it. This is the stuff I be talking about. This is why y'all stuck on me talking about her, but it's a serious problem in the black community where we got so many fatherless homes and y'all sitting over here joking about it. I bet you these bums on the screen, all of them fatherless people. Or they baby daddies ain't shit.
Alright, so yeah, I mean, you could tell that PJ now is getting turned up. He's pretty upset. So yeah, I think now we probably we're already like almost like over 40 minutes into this video already. So we're gonna drop part 2 probably like tomorrow or a day or so from now. So make sure you guys stay tuned. But like I said, I mean, I think BSC TV are obviously trying to have a good time. When you got like a couple hundred people in your live stream, you don't want to sit there and be all serious. You're gonna obviously want to laugh. You want to have a good time. You're gonna have different people come up and talk. Some people will say things, and I feel like PJ took some of those things like out of line and trying to use it against the guy that hosted the show. It's just like it's like, PJ, you gotta calm down. I thought you said, it just seems like you be switching sides quickly from when you want to be an entertainer to want to being a serious talker. Like, you want to have a serious conversation now because I guess they worked you up so bad. And like I said, maybe he was having a bad day. That's my guess. I think he was really having a bad day that day. And they really triggered him. Because normally he doesn't sound like this. This is not his tone. He's usually having a comedic... he's usually like laughing. He's usually just like them, to be quite honest. probably not as bad as them, but that's just the way they are. If you've been watching their channel long enough, you would know that. But anyways, make sure you guys stay tuned for part 2. If you guys have not already done so, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button right now. Also, smash that like button. Just do it right now. It only takes a quick second. Smash the like button and then subscribe to the channel. And let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching.